Hey guys, Annie Noodle here, and I just wanted to let you know that there are a few waterfall scenes coming up that it gets a little bit loud, and I tried to adjust the volume so that you could hear me talk but not be overwhelmed by the waterfall. But I don't know how successful I was at that. But just a warning. Oh yeah, I got this under control. All right, making progress. I don't even know if you'll be able to hear me over the waterfall. It is crazy loud, and I keep getting sprayed with water. It's actually really nice, although a little bit scary. And I am, like, you can see my footy, actually sitting on the river. So that's why I'm not actually recording anything, because I'm really paranoid that I'm going to drop everything into the flowing water and it's going to leave forever. So yeah, I would really like to be recording this because it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And I mean, like, for a first, this is my first gouache landscape, and this is my first time doing art outside with gouache. So even if this turns out like total garbage, it's still a complete win because I spent several hours in the glorious sunlight. Well, okay, I mean, I'm really in the shade, but in the glorious outdoors. Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep, like, the big star here is the waterfall. So maybe I shouldn't just, like, wander my eyes off. Alright, I'm gonna edit all this out. This is so crazy. Like, I can concentrate for more than 4 seconds. Here's a pretty waterfall. Bye. Alright. Progress is being made on my slightly rainbow-colored waterfall. Do you guys know what color waterfalls are and the water around them? Yeah, they're pallet mud. Everything is actually pallet mud colored when you don't plan ahead enough. Bring correct supplies. Here, I'll show you. So, here, we'll put it the way that I'm looking at it. Okay. So, I brought my water cup, but I realized that I don't have anything to do with my dirty water, and I'm unwilling to just dump dirty paint water. Even if it's not necessarily toxic, I can't be sure. So, yeah, I'm not dumping my paint water in my state park. So everything is this colored. That kind of mud, pallet mud. Because I've just been using that one little cube as my water cup, thinking like, hey, you know, it'll be fine. Because then I can just seal it up when I'm gone and leave. And that's true. But it is making everything slowly turn into kind of a weird muddy green. Which is funny, because I've barely used any green. Alright, here's my current progress. Looks a lot better now that I put the rocks in. I'm starting to work on dry brushing stuff and adding little trees. Yeah, I want you to know that it's still really beautiful out here, but this, like, 2-foot-long fish just jumped up beside me and scared the snot out of me. Oh, look, can you see him? Okay, you must have seen that. He's enormous! Don't you freaking do it, fish. Seriously, I'm yelling at the fish because I'm worried that if they scare me, I'll jump and drop everything. Alright. I have to pack it up because I have things to do. But I think it's looking pretty okay. I mean, yeah. It's way too blue at the bottom. Let me tell you how hard it is to get a pure white when you don't have a way to rinse your brush. I really should have brought, you know, a towel with me. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring a towel. That's such a great idea. Yeah, I forgot. As I might have mentioned in one of my other videos, I am never actually prepared. Until I start painting, I never remember what I actually need to paint. I should make a list. Why have I never thought of that before? I should make a list. Okay, well, I'm leaving. I'm hoping to finish this back in my studio. I'm really sad to be leaving because it is so nice here. Did I show you guys the dandelion? Like, this is the whole reason I wanted to sit here and paint. Look at that cool dandelion. When I got here, it was in the sun, and that is what it's gonna be when I finish this painting, is sunlit. So I have some pictures that I took that I can use as reference. Also, just so you know, I had to put my brush in here like that because I don't have the ability to clean it. Look at how gross it is. Ew. But at least it's gouache, so I mean, in theory, I can wash it off if it gets all over everything. And hopefully it should just dry really fast. Yeah. Alright, one more shot before I go. I want you guys to see where I was sitting. Because it's gorgeous and also precarious. That's where I was sitting for the last 2 hours, 3 hours while I was painting. Yeah, on that little bit right there. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm an old lady, and that's a long time to sit that still on a precarious rock. All right, bye Waterfalls. So this is the view from above the fall. Like, I was sitting kind of down to the left over there. And then this is the upper part of the falls. And I just wanted you guys to see it. I'm from Minnesota, and I'm kind of proud of my state. So I'm just showing off. And then, like, I would be down and to the right as you look down the falls down here. Okay, so I'm back in the studio, and it is 2 days later, and this is the first time I've had to go back to this. Oh, no, it's 1 day later. I have no sense of time anymore. I painted this yesterday, and now I have to finish it, and let's see. Can you actually see how absolutely disgusting this is? Like, my reds are untouched, basically. But everything else is a nightmare, and yeah, gonna have to clean that up. Right now, all I want to do is probably go in with some actual white, which I clearly can't get from this mess anymore. So I want to go in with some actual white on the falls, and probably some like kind of yellowy colors on the light parts of the rock, and then there's supposed to be like a little happy dandelion with some little grass bits over here. So I'm gonna do all that, and then I'm gonna be done. It is just a sketch, so I don't feel like it's quite there, so I'm gonna keep putzing with it. Yeah. So I just start off here trying to dry brush some white over that way too blue sort of foamy mist stuff at the base of the falls there. And I'm still really new to dry brushing, so it's a learning curve. Really fun though. But yeah, it's really hard to not get like very obvious brush strokes. Like, I don't like it when you put down your brush and it leaves like a clump. All right, so trying to get used to like having an opaque medium, and like, so like my waterfall should not have such a big poof that goes out so far. I think it should end like right here. And so we're gonna make it in there with the magic of opaque paint and some water. But I don't know. It feels like cheating. Oh, that's definitely not the color I want. No. There we go. It feels like cheating to do this. Unfortunately, I think if I really want to get to where I should be, I have to try to mix this weird color I used for the water. And yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. I might just let it ride as is. I'm so glad that I took a half day at my day job because it was nice out, and last week was really very hectic at work, so I was looking at when I could take a day off this week. Yeah, yesterday was like the only nice day, and like all the rest of the week is supposed to be rainy, and I was like, oh, I really want to go paint. So yeah, my boss is awesome. Hi, Michael, who is probably going to watch this someday when he remembers to. Also, he's awesome for watching this video, just so you know. And so are all of you. I'm almost to 60 subscribers now, and I feel like I've gotten here so fast, and I am so completely grateful. And I know that, like, there are so many big YouTube channels out there, and I get it. Like, it's... but I'm still just like, I am blown away because I can't believe that there are 60 people who want to watch me, like, paint and make bad jokes and wear silly costumes. Like, yeah, I am so excited that you people exist. Thank you for existing. You know, I appreciate you being there. Every time I get a like or a comment, it makes my day. I just love engaging with the art community on YouTube. That is why I'm here. I dropped my towel. You gotta make sure you have your towel. This is one of the rules of the universe. So, people out there who use gouache in their sketchbooks, let me know if you paint thick, because I keep hearing that gouache can crack, and I'm really curious about that. This is only like the second gouache painting in this sketchbook, so I really have no idea. But yeah, I'm really curious if my gouache is gonna get unhappy and crack. Be kind of sad, but it's not the end of the world for sure. It's a sketchbook. I think that'll work. So I'm trying to get this kind of the sunlight on the water, but the water is kind of this gunk color, and like honestly, it was pretty gunky looking. I know you guys have seen water by Waterfalls. It's not like it's pristine and blue. It's all dirt colored. So yeah, I'm trying to get like a weird yellowy, greeny, browny color going on. here that I've got to stay. Whoa, big old jet airliner. Well, this is handy because I totally dripped on my paper and now I'm covering it up. So, making progress. Honestly, I'm just putzing around. I could probably be done. I have to work on the rocks, but I could probably be done with the water because it's probably good enough. But I'm having fun, so I'm not stopping yet. No stopping till I ruin it. Oh, and I want to fix the sky because the sky is like dark and broody, and the sky was not dark and broody that day. But I couldn't do anything about it because by the time I tried to get to the sky, it was this was happening in my palette, and like this was actually just a kind of gray, brown, green palette sludge, and there was just no getting a good sky color from that. So I tried. So we're going to redo the sky and actually put in trees up there. Maybe I'll do that now. Maybe I should remember that gouache reactivates, so I shouldn't just smudge my green leaves everywhere. All right, I'll get there eventually. I'll get there. It could still be lighter. We'll see how it dries, but it's a lot lighter now, and it looks way less like menacing storm clouds, so that's good. It'll probably be fine once we stick some happy little leaves on there. I'm debating adding the little floppy fish here as kind of like a, not to scale, but like, you know, kind of in memory of the fun times we had where he almost scared me enough that I fell into the river. So I'm thinking about adding him over here jumping because I think that'd be fun, especially now that I accidentally smudged some smudge over here, so I might as well do something because it's not going to be pristine white, which is not a deep tragedy. It's just, you know, I was really looking forward to that time when I could just pull this little tape off and it'd be so beautiful. And it'll still be beautiful, it just is going to have a smudge over there, and then probably a fish later, so, which will just be beautiful in a different way, right guys? Beautiful in a different way. Feel like, yeah, yep, I need to hit that with like a lot lighter highlight on the edge so it stands out from the water more because it was. It had some very bright highlighty parts. I'm not sure that I like that. I wanted highlights there because there's light in the water and it's kind of glancing off the edge of that rock, and I'm like, I feel like I'm starting to overdo something, so maybe I should listen to that voice in my head that says that I need to just wrap this up. And despite the fact that I'm continuing to paint here, I actually am working on wrapping up this painting, and I'm actually working on wrapping up this video as well. I'm going to actually be out of town next week, so I'm going to try to post another video this week. I'm not 100% sure that I'll be able to get to that because I have to get ready for my trip next week. Actually going to this really awesome event. It's called the Fantasy Art Workshop Illustration Intensive. It's in Wisconsin, and like I said, I'm from Minnesota, so it's just a car ride away. And it's so many like really great instructors that are gonna have so much to teach me, and I'm so excited. I actually like am having a hard time. What am I trying to say? I'm having a hard time like processing the fact that I get to go do this really awesome thing next week. Yeah, and get to meet, I mean, apart from getting to meet these instructors who are like professionals in the field, I also just get to meet like a lot of other people like me who are already artists just looking to up their game, wanting to like really improve their skills. And it is going to be a very intense week. It's all week long, and it is 8 in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. Like, yeah, it's all day. It's an all day, every day thing. I'm going to be exhausted by the time I come back and very happy. And I'm going to be super excited to tell you guys all about it and show you what I made there with the help of the extremely talented faculty. I'll leave a link in the description below. You had to register a long time ago for this, obviously, but in case you're curious and you might want to go next year, I'll leave a link in the description. And then once I get back, I'm gonna settle back into trying to up my production quality for these videos because I really like making them and I'd like to make them more enjoyable for you guys to watch and listen to. So, yeah, that's next on my agenda once I get back from Wisconsin and, have recovered a little bit from the trip. It's where oh my goodness, I lost the word dandelion. That's where the dandelion's going, and then we're done. Yep. Not like I was expecting, like, to paint a realistic dandelion at 1/10 the size of a dime, but I feel like maybe I could at least make it more opaque. And it needs a shadow because I need to fuss with things until the end of time. But seriously, how are you supposed to know it's a dandelion if it doesn't have a shadow underneath it? Oh, I see you drip of water. Such a cute tiny shadow. But I really wish that stuck out more. All right. I feel like I did it that time. And if I didn't, I'm still done. I am done. All right. Paint peel. Ooh. 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 I am just as excited as you to see how this turned out because I am looking at this through the viewfinder of my phone, so I have no idea what the painting looks like. Boop. Oh, that's right, I have it wrapped around the back of the page. Okay. Okay. That looks so cool! Oh, I'm really excited. Look at how neat that looks. Actually, the colors are coming through pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this rock is a little bit weird still, and like this edge gets too lost. I wish the values were a little different between the rocks and the water. But honestly, I'm so happy. This is my first plein or gouache painting, guys, and even if I had to finish it in the studio, I feel like I did awesome with all of the weird handicaps I accidentally gave myself. Let's look a little closer. You guys see the dandelion? Yeah. He got kind of chunky. And there's some pencil lines because I can't be bothered to deal with those. Because I'm painting opaque now. Yeah, and I love dry brush. I used to really hate dry brush. I can't take the tape off the other side. Oh, so we'll finish looking at this one. I think the sky turned out well too. This little, this green little scritch of grass was totally in the sunlight, and I was looking forward to painting that all day too. This is just a different view of the same waterfall, so I'll be painting that next. And in a future video, I'll talk about this ink, because this is the, I want to say it's the sepia carbon that I just talked about in a recent art haul. I'm so sorry my cat is clawing the furniture next to me again. But yeah, this might be my new favorite ink for the field, because it's just a little bit more subtle than the black, but it's still waterproof. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, tell me what you think of this painting in the comments, and if you hate it, I don't care, because I love it, and I loved painting it, and I'm so excited to get to go outside and paint again. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to end my video with something other than yeah. Yeah, I really appreciate all of you who subscribe and who watch my videos and who comment. You don't have to do any of that. You can just watch my videos. You don't even have to watch my videos. Although this is kind of awkward if you don't usually watch my videos, and I'm like, hey, thanks for watching my videos, and I'm like, this is the most pathetic outro ever. I should have just stuck with yeah.